Remind me, Madison, I cannot show the front of this mug.
What is it?
I cannot show the front of this mug. I don't see why I would automatically pick this mug up like this, but...
10, 9, 8...
Reminders. Teacup, champagne.
4, 3, 2...
Hello, you guys! Happy Shambong Friday! Welcome to the Morning Tea Quarantine Edition.
Quarantine edition.
Quarantine Edition. We are having so much fun. We are keeping it moving, keeping it pushing. We have so much to talk about today, you guys, especially in regards to Selena Gomez and the Weeknd. I'm not totally convinced he was referencing her with this Easter egg, but it is also a reference to one of my favorite songs on Rare, so if he is, I'm not mad. You know what I'm saying? You know? A compromise?
The album was cute. I don't know how I feel about the Easter egg. I'm gonna wait until you break it all down. Because I heard the song. I listened to the album and I was just like, what are y'all hearing?
Did you like the song?
Yeah. I feel very lukewarm about the album today.
Okay.
I realized that as a casual Weeknd enthusiast, Starboy will probably be my favorite Weeknd album forever because it's the most commercial leaning one. But This was not bad. It just didn't get my soul stirring the way that Starboy did. Maybe in the fall. You
didn't feel like a need to twerk in quarantine or really just get you through staying inside. You just weren't feeling it.
No, I mean, you know what, Madison? You know what it is? We have options. We have options. Conan Gray dropped this album last night, too. That's it. That's what I'm gonna be listening to. Conan Gray, Kid Crow.
Can't lie, I listened to Niall Horan's album yesterday. No shocker there, party people, and it just got me through. I've been so stressed. Like, everything outside of the morning tea has been incredibly stressful. The morning tea is like my peace. It's when we say goodbye, and then I have to do all the other things. I'm like, ah! So Niall Horan has been getting me through. Niall Horan's getting me through. You guys, but other than just Courtney and I talking about how much we love Niall Horan or Harry Styles, we have other things to talk about too. We're talking about Victoria's Secret. They rolled out their new campaign trying to be more inclusive. Have some thoughts. We're talking about 50 Cent. He is trolling Randall Emmett and Lala Kent after what we talked about yesterday. We're talking about Ellen DeGeneres. We're talking about Lil Nas X and OnlyFans. I cannot wait for this story.
I saw his little tweet.
I love how he was pretending not to know what OnlyFans was.
You know he is a master troll, Madison.
Exactly. We also are talking about Sophie Turner and Joe Jonas, Priyanka Chopra and Nick Jonas. We're talking about Dylan Sprouse. We're talking about Vanessa Hudgens. We're talking about Cardi B. Then for Cartoon or Tea Time, we're going to talk about Kim. We're going to talk about Kylie. We're going to talk about Tristan. And then we'll get into this Weeknd and Selena Gomez situation. And we're also going to talk about some of the Bella Hadid references that the Weeknd had on his album as well. So it's basically going to be a fun Shambong Friday. And just because Courtney and I aren't in the same room, don't think that we don't got our shams ready to go for when it's the time.
Oh, I got that.
Exactly.
Also, let's shout out to Shambong Dave. This is we're going to dedicate our champagne to Shambong Dave because he's not here today.
And also, if you're wondering if Courtney and I are nervous about opening up our own champagne on the live, we are. So bear with us when we get there because I'm a little stressed about it.
I can't wait to take my eye out.
Courtney didn't even know his had a cork until about when Leo was saying 3, 2, 1. Also, before we went live, Courtney and I got to meet Rita, baby Rita, hidden Leo's baby, and she's so cute.
A little lioness, yes.
She is a lioness. She really is. I want to shout out Night Runner, our Tillamook queen. Good morning, Tea Tribe. Tillamook Cheese Factory is closed due to COVID-19. Wow, that's how you know.
Can I talk to Night Runner? Because I thought about them the other day because I was watching, the Hulu. I actually was thinking about both you and my mother because I put on the Casey Anthony documentary, Top Mom, and literally the Top Mom, it came up in the show, and I was like, Madison. But
I told you.
In the midst of the show, on the commercials, there's a Tillamook commercial, and it goes through all of the things that the dairy products sell, and I'm like, the Tillamook is everywhere.
I'm just saying, more proof, you guys. We really talk about you and think about you probably more than we should actually admit on the show how much we think about the T Tribe, but it's pretty constant throughout our lives. Like, it really is.
I want to address a comment. Jack M. Coach said, can someone ask Courtney to change his lighting? Can't see his beautiful eyes. Listen, on this very shady Friday episode, y'all don't need to see my eyes. So just know that I probably look shady and just focus on the words. You get what I'm saying? Because the glasses are real thick. I'm blind, yeah.
Also, the glasses are needed and the ring light's needed. So we're just going to keep it pushing, keep it moving. You guys know we are doing the very best we absolutely can. So thank you for tuning in with us every day this week. More crazy stuff happened in LA in regards to what our mayor wants us to do. So I'm sure, I don't know, but I'm sure this is going to be a little bit longer. Don't know for sure. But yeah, we got some more restrictions put on us as of last night. And Courtney and I were talking about it. We're like, yeah, we never really planned on going outside other than for necessities, but now, like, it's really going to be when we have one slice of cheese left is when we're leaving our own apartments. Like, it's going to get even more dire.
I looked into the website that has all of the essential places that will stay open in Madison. All I'm going to say is this. You know me, and there is one place that will not be closing down, and I'm very relieved. You know, it's essential. The gas station, the supermarket, and the Flower Medical building. She will be open.
Good.
Thank the Lord.
So you'll be fine.
We're fine.
We'll be okay. We'll be okay. We also have a 5, 6, 7, 8.
Miss Mika, nice to meet ya. Miss Mika, she on fleeka. Miss Mika, she loves to tea ya, and we see ya. Miss Mika, hey, go Mika, go Mika, go Mika. Happy Friday, Mika. Listen, the T Tribe was worried about you. I was seeing the chat yesterday, and they was like, where's Mika? I haven't seen Mika. Is Mika all right? Mika, we care about you. We hope that you are doing fine and that you are safe, and shout out to your family.
Yes, exactly. Mika, everyone was very concerned. We've still been doing the theme song every day, no matter what, but everyone was very worried. I'm so happy she's here. The T Tribe is going to feel complete now on the Shambong Friday. That Mika is in the building. I also want to shout out 901 Erica. My birthday is Monday. All I will have is my tribe. That's fine. Hey, I think we have each other. You guys, we are able to have a party every single day, Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 9:30. With already we got 500 of our friends with us.
Oh,
where else can you do that? We're actually a community. I think that's the most important thing. Is like the T Tribe, we actually all get to talk. We talk about what we're going through. We're talking about our anxieties. Like, it's not just Courtney and I talking at you guys with information. Like,
I be seeing y'all be like, oh, what's your Instagram, so-and-so? Like, oh, I'm going to follow you on Instagram. What's your Twitter? Like, I love to see that. Like, y'all are, like, kiki into the kiki. Like, after me and Madison's main kiki, y'all have y'all own side kikis. I love that. You know?
I love that, too. It makes my heart so incredibly happy. We have some Nike Taylor saying it's my mom's 51st birthday today, and she finally got the car of her dreams thanks to my uncle. Well, yay. We all needed some positivity, so happy birthday, and thank you for sharing. Yes.
Happy birthday. Whip the car. Whip the car. Yes. You gotta go far when you whip the car. Hey.
Also, Katie Gomez, lovely reminder. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Absolutely. Please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up to really help us out. Show some T Tribe love, some morning tea love. And that way, too, the bigger we get during this morning tea time, the more fun we have and the more people we get to help and bring smiles to. And honestly, that's like the most important thing that we all need right now. In my opinion.
Ma'am. You ain't never
In my humble opinion, I also see the Knit Diary sitting here with my 3D puzzle of the borough, listening to the tea and sipping on some coffee. Yes. Hey. We're going to talk about puzzles later today because that is Kylie Jenner's suggestion on how we should all get through this situation. I don't own a puzzle, so maybe I need to get on Amazon.
Is it going to come, Madison?
I hope. Well, I already ordered some other things off Amazon, some necessities.
As long as they're necessities, Amazon gonna send it to you.
I also ordered arm weights to do my workouts because I am struggling. So I need some arm weights because I can't go to the gym. So that way when I'm outside, I at least have a little traction.
Oh, for your hands, or are they like dumbbells?
No, they're like around my, like straps. So
they're straps. Oh, that's smart.
then I can put them on my feet too.
Oh yeah, girl.
You guys,
When you get the little leg raises, girl. Yes. I'm over here
just
raising my leg
telling
like
you,
y'all can see me.
I'm already feeling like, have you seen the meme of like the Barbie that's like me before quarantine and then me after quarantine? Like that was me yesterday. Already felt it. I was like, well, I need to get it together. That's when I ordered my arm brace.
You ain't been doing the
But I
dance
also
commercial, right?
Yeah. Oh, I did my fitness commercial. Always. That's my new daily routine. I need to put that on the TikTok. Which,
Yes.
by the way, I had to make my first solo TikTok without Courtney yesterday. Terrible.
Madison, let's not even talk about it. Let's talk about how I spent 45 minutes to 55 minutes making a Kardashian TikTok only for me to accidentally save it as a drone account, and I had to make up another one for the Hollyscoop TikTok, and then I just yesterday went and was like, well, I'll just put it up on my own. Like, it was very stressful. I was like almost in tears because I could not believe I had spent so much time. Like, do you know how much, like, when you have to time the caption to the...
I can't. I didn't even do that much. I literally just put one of me listening to Yeah by Usher. You guys, that's all I can give you. We have Jakara saying, so I have an update, guys. Another one of my classes was put online, so it looks like I'm stuck at home for another week. Jakara, at least everyone is stuck at home with you, and everyone's going through the exact same thing, but I know it's still incredibly frustrating. I know I have a friend who's in PA school right now, and she's like, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to finish out the semester because we have to physically learn things in class that we can't do online. And also, I'm paying to go to actual school, not online school. So I know that that's really difficult for a lot of you right now when you're paying to go to college and now it's being forced online. Also want to shout out Alyssa. Happy first day of Spring Tea Tribe. Today's my 34th B-Day. Spending it quarantine with my sis and my mom and the Tea Tribe. Hey, not the worst.
Not the worst. Not the worst. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy 34th birthday. You know that we are all about the 30s here on the morning tea. You are in the prime of your life. That's so exciting. And shout out to your mom and sister. I hope that they are getting initiated into the Tea Tribe as well. Also want to shout out Nick G, my beautiful girlfriend, and I watch every day. She's enjoying you downstairs while I work. Love you, Maria, Courtney, and Madison.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much. And you know, this is not proven, but Courtney and I believe that couples who tea together stay together.
It's like such a fun activity. Like, you just sit, we discuss, y'all discuss. It's like a little circle discussion. Like, you know, it's fun for the whole family.
It is. And also shout out Jennifer. Good morning. Today is my birthday, and it would mean the whole wide world to get a shout out. You two bring sunshine to us all in such a needed time. Happy birthday, Jennifer.
Happy birthday to Jennifer.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Also shout out Emmanuel279. And now let's go ahead and pour up the tea. Pour it up. That's how we fall out. Pour it up. Courtney's got his teapot. I got my cup already ready, and that's because I can't fit anything else on my workspace. Pour it up. Pour up the tea.
Damn, come on, hunty.
Also, I'm dying because Wesley said my post-corona apocalypse name is Washanti.
Me. Mine is Apocalyptica.
I don't have one.
One. Mad Dave Maddison. Yes. Because in the time, everybody mad, girl.
I like your... Okay, cheers to the tea. Virtual cheers. Virtual cheers, everybody. Yes. Okay, you guys, we are kicking it off talking about Victoria's Secret. So they rolled out their new branded campaign for Body by Victoria. It features older models, curvier models, and trans models. Now, they obviously did this after facing tons and tons of criticism recently for their lack of inclusion for the iconic Victoria's Secret fashion show. My question for you guys is, do you feel like this is diverse enough? Because honestly, when I looked at the pictures, I was like, where's the older model? They all look, she looks fantastic.
Oh, we getting into it on Friday. Okay, Madison, I'm gonna say this. Shout out to Victoria's Secret for doing the right thing
Right.
It sucks that it had to come after backlash. It sucks that it had to come after the CEO or whoever it was like, too bad anyway. Like, we're not gonna have trans people in the show anyway. It's a good move, but like you said, I don't see the older people. And also, I personally, this is a personal thing. It might not relate to a lot of y'all, but for me, I have an issue, Madison, when companies say, well, we're being diverse or we're being multicultural and we have black people or people of color in our campaign, and it's only exclusively a very light-skinned person. You know what I mean? Even as a gay black man, I look to see, like, on television shows like My Big Brother or in campaigns like Victoria's Secret, to see someone that's darker skinned, a chocolate toned black person. So for me, I'm a little bit disappointed that, although shout out to my caramel brothers and sisters, it would have been awesome to also have a black chocolate person.
Yeah, no, you're not alone. A lot of people are saying that. They're like, where are they? This does not look like an inclusion at all. And someone said, is Victoria's Secret still in? And then Angelina said, when Fenty did it the best, this looks staged AF.
I agree. And I mean, at this point in the game, it's like either change with the times or get left behind. When the girls were complaining back when Nikita Dragun, I know I've said some shady things about Nikita Dragun, but I have to be honest. Back when Nikita Dragun did her viral video, like, girl, you wish you could have had someone like a Nikita Dragun in your campaign. The first immediate thing they should have done was ring her phone off the hook, beg her to be in a campaign, and give her the bag. A solo campaign, like, we messed up, and now let's get into the gig. But now, y'all already know what I say sometimes. Sometimes, it's just a little too late. And that's how I feel. We got Rihanna.
No, I completely agree. I think for me, too, the fact that Barbara Palvin is still considered a plus-size model and curvy representation for Victoria's Secret, she is just, in my eyes, I don't even still see how that's a thing. And I think just when I saw this new campaign, I was like, great, but if you have to say that you're practicing inclusion and people can't see it, I still think that's an issue.
I agree. Also, we have Evie Piatka. They say not only black, but also Asian, etc. Where are my Asian girls? Where are my Asian girls at?
Honestly, where?
You know what I mean? I agree.
I feel like there's a lot that they could definitely include. They did have an Asian model walk the show, I remember, at least 2 years ago, which she could have easily been included in that campaign. And unfortunately, the only reason I remember is because she tripped and she fell, and I remember it was a huge thing. But I agree. They still didn't quite hit the mark for me. But I want to shout out Emmanuel in the UK. All levels were canceled, and I'm worried that I won't make it to university to study aviation. We're thinking of you. We're sending you positive vibes. I know it is just a crazy time everywhere. We got you, Emmanuel. Yes. But let's go ahead and move on. And Just Subscribe said, where are the Latina girls?
Where are they?
Where are they, honestly?
You know what I mean? That would have been a perfect opportunity to spend some money on an older woman like a J-Lo. I think the second we were sick of Truth Hurts, they should have rang Lizzo's phone. There were just so many things that they could have done, and I just feel like the bag was fumbled for such a, at the time for us when we were growing up, like an iconic brand. You know what I mean?
Right. No, absolutely. But let's move on and talk about 50 Cent, everybody. So he shaded Randall Emmett and Lala Kent. Remember yesterday we talked about the fact that their wedding is being postponed from April to now July, I believe. So he must have posted this on his story, because I know he does not delete things once they're on his grid, which is why I love 50 Cent and his petty behavior. But Us Magazine reports that he posted a photo of a news article about them postponing their wedding, and he wrote, wasn't nobody going to this expletive anyway? And I'm just like, honestly, 50 just can't let it go. He holds a grudge, and I stand.
You know what, Madison? I know that as like a who's that kind of person, it would be like, oh my God, that's so immature, that's so petty. But I have to be honest, I cannot lie and sit here and say that, like, should I ever become a celebrity, I wouldn't be the same way. Because they got into an altercation, you played with me, and now look at you. Pick it up. Your face, it's on the ground, pick it up. I would be doing the same thing. I can't even be mad.
And not only did he play with 50 Cent, he played with his money. And I think for me, that's where it's like, sorry, all bets are off. I'm roasting you until the end of time because you owed me $1 million mother effing dollars. So, like, you are on my ish list forever. Like, you're just never getting off.
Madison, 50 Cent's never had like a work for me kind of show.
I don't think so.
50, that's what he
should
needs to
apply
do.
if he ever does.
I would lose. 50 would throw me off of a building.
I
But
don't think so.
no, him and I would rather just be like I'll be in the vitamin water commercial when they rebrand. But that would be really good. Like a I want to work for 50 Cent kind of show, and he just like drags y'all. Woo! Get some college interns in there, girl, 2 weeks. That would be good.
For it. I want to shout out Shania. Shout out from West Virginia. Baby Gray and I are playing in our ball pit and watching our two most favorite people. Hashtag living the life. Hashtag we love you. Yes, hello. Also, I love that, and that's kind of the perfect segue into our next story. Let's talk about Ellen DeGeneres. So she has been living the quarantine life, and she is bored AF. She posted on her Instagram of her FaceTiming her famous friends. She FaceTimed Justin Timberlake and Jessica Biel. Also, how convenient, showing that all is well during quarantine. Okay. And then she also FaceTimed John Legend and Chrissy Teigen. And Ellen admitted that she wished she had kids, obviously, because John and Chrissy have children, because she's so bored. And I love that specifically because I know parents, you are going through it. You're having to homeschool. You're having to work from home. You're having to do all these things. But it makes me sad a little bit when I see parents complain about having to be with their kids all the time.
Madison, I don't want to hear no rich person complain about nothing that's going on, period. Honestly.
Right?
And that's how I feel. If you're bored, you got $1 million, buy some. And I'm sorry if that's insensitive, but like there's a lot going on right now, and the last thing I want to hear is a celebrity, even a celebrity I like, because I love me some Ellen. Like, let's be real. I love me some Ellen. I love me some Kylie Jenner, but to like hear them be like, oh my God, I'm so bored now. So it's like, girl, go do a photo shoot and buy your pool, or go outside real quick, put a hat on and give us some photos. There's a lot more that rich people can do than people that are not as financially ahead.
Yep, no. Sophia said, preach. Talk about a break for your life, though. Exactly. Some are saying it's privilege. Exactly. We're worrying about paying rent. And that is true.
Yeah.
I think it's also hard, too, like the people who are working from home, and then obviously people like Ellen who's just straight up chilling. You're just you can't help but be like,
Yeah.
you have
That's how I feel.
nothing
Exactly
to
how
like,
you look. That's how I feel.
but relax. And like, even so, maybe also I'm just salty because I also see people like, what show are you binging? Like, let's do it. And I'm like, how are you guys watching TV while you work? Like, literally, this is me.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Typing away, like, constantly. And so maybe I'm just like, I love Ellen too, but maybe I'm just like a little salty of like, honestly, great for you that you can be bored. Like, no sympathy though.
Honestly. Like, you know what I mean? Shout out to Ellen, though. Love me some Ellen.
Exactly. And Angelina said start a podcast or something. Honestly.
There it is. Cue time.
Yep. And there's a lot of people going through it right now. So I can definitely see y'all's frustration with Ellen. Get it. Okay, let's move on and talk about Lil Nas X.
Love him.
First, before we actually get into this, Courtney, can you explain what OnlyFans is?
I had a feeling I was gonna have to explain. Okay, wait. I can do this. Hang on. Let me. Okay.
Because this is crucial.
You guys, OnlyFans is a service where an entertainer, artist, etc., can have their audience pay a monthly fee in order for the audience to be able to access super exclusive content.
Perfect.
I did that.
That was a very PG way, actually G-rated way of describing OnlyFans. So that was fantastic. Thank you.
I told it to you, girl. It was that X-rated girl. That was that Candy Showing Theaters girl. That NR-17 girl.
We can't say that here.
I know.
Lil Nas X tweeted out that he's thinking of making an OnlyFans account, and he asked if that's where you can interact with your true fans. Not what it is. So then people, of course, were tweeting like, yo, is someone going to like let him know what OnlyFans is? Like, what's happening? And someone responded saying that's where you can trade pictures. And then Lil Nas X responded, what, like memes? No. Lil Nas X, even I know it's not memes. And then someone responded and saying, it's a place to share content only your true fans want to see. It's where you can be your funny and wacky self. And Lil Nas X said he was going to set up his camera, so it looks like he's coming to all my fans during quarantine.
Madison, I wonder what this story would have been like, or if it would have even made the docket had you not known what OnlyFans was.
And honestly, probably wouldn't have, because I would have been like, oh my god, wow, he's joining a service where he's going to talk to his like most dedicated fans, and then how awkward I would have gotten on here and been like, so he's gonna join this thing called OnlyFans, and he's gonna communicate with his most dedicated fans, and Courtney would have been like,
oh, I'm gonna start my eyes get real big, like, he's doing what, Madison?
Courtney would have been like, abort mission, get out. No. I'm just dying. And Latrice says, Lil Nas knows, LOL, he's trolling.
Yeah,
and
he's
Sheila said, LMAO, Lil Nas X is so pure. Fancy Nancy, if you need a review of what it is, just rewind back a little bit. Courtney explained it in a very succinct, professional way. And exactly. And Rude Gal still said, will the cowboy hat make a cameo? Honestly, I don't know. Do you think he's actually,
this?
Do you think
what
he's
are you
actually
gonna say?
No, but do you think he's actually going to post?
No.
Okay.
If he did, I would laugh. I don't think that he would do that. Like, in a serious way. I don't believe that Lil Nas X would make an OnlyFans account and post content on there.
Okay. I like that. All right. Shout out to Fessy. She did a cute little emoji. How's it going?
Hey, Fessy.
Okay, let's move on. Yes, and get into this Jonas Brothers tea. So we're talking to Sophie Turner and Joe Jonas first. So everyone was swooning over their relationship because Sophie Turner took to Instagram recently. She did a little fan Q&A, and she was asked what her favorite piece of visual art is. Talk about the question she gets. I feel like no one would ever ask us that.
Yeah, right? Visual art.
Visual art. And she tagged Joe Jonas. So everyone was like, oh, Joe Jonas is her favorite piece of art. That is so cute.
That is very cute. That is, girl, you love your man. I just feel like if that were Justin and Haley, we would be dragging them from here to there.
Here, there, up, down, to the right, to the left. But of course, when Sophie and Joe do it, it's like, oh my god, they're so cute. They love each other so much.
Yeah, I'm like, she's pregnant, right? She's feeling all these hormones. Like, of course she's going to say something like that.
If Haley did that, we'd be like, do you not know? I don't know what visual art is considered, but do you not know Picasso? Do you not know Monet? We'd be all offended. But no, it's cute when obviously Sophie Turner does it. Not saying that's fair or right. We're just telling you guys how the internet reacts. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to talk about Priyanka Chopra and Nick Jonas. So Priyanka was recently on Diane von Furstenberg's podcast, and she shared what she finds so attractive about Nick, and I love it. She said what's so attractive to her is that he feels empowered when he sees that she's empowered. She said, quote, like he'll stand on a carpet on the side and watch when they're taking pictures. He'll like want to see things I've done. He feels proud.
That's important.
Oh, man.
That's very, 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 very important in not only a partner, but also friendships. Like, you ever had a friend, when you get some shine, they be like hating, or they give you like a backhanded compliment, like, oh, that was so cute, but like, you want someone that's going to be like, wow, you did that. Like, oh, I can't believe I'm with someone that could do that could make that possible. You know what I mean? Awesome.
It's also just like the look that somebody gets, I think, when they're enamored or when they're proud of you, that I really agree with her on is so attractive, because it's like, damn, you're supporting me. You're on this journey with me. You're not trying to drag me behind you. You're not considering me, you know, as someone who's just along for the ride. Like, we're in this together. Like, you're proud of me. Like, I totally get what she's saying. I think we all love Nick Jonas. We think he is... He's categorized as thick and juicy, everybody.
Oh my!
He is thick and juicy.
He is Captain Thick and Juicy.
Yeah. Captain, Usher's co-captain.
Usher's the co-captain. Stupid Madison. Usher's the co-captain.
And Usher's the co-captain.
Madison, why they haven't canceled the Lovers and Friends Festival yet?
Honestly, though, I'm becoming a little concerned. I'm like, did you guys forget that you also have to announce that that's postponed? Or are we just going to be in hazmat suits? Like, what's happening?
EDC and Lovers and Friends are still going on as of today at the time of this stream. Both of those things are still happening. And VidCon. I don't know.
When's EDC?
Like May, maybe? I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
May.
Well, EDC.
Girl, shut it down.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to be positive.
We here in July, August. Shut it down.
I am trying. And now I'm loving that you guys are talking about the Usher and Nick Jonas. Yes,
Thick
everyone's
Jonas and
loving
Juicy
it.
Usher.
Elizabeth said Nick is thick and Usher too. Hashtag Usher Jonas TBH. Thick Jonas and Juicy Usher, music lover. And yes, it's in May. We still got time. Okay, everyone is holding out for the fact that this is going to work. And I hope you guys are right, because I just need some positive thinking in my life, because I cannot even process that right now, to be honest. Okay, let's move on and talk about Dylan Sprouse.
Okay.
So, ready to feel old?
Yes, I'm ready. Let me hold on.
It is the 15th anniversary of Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Madison, I thought you were going to say, it's the 15th anniversary of Big Daddy. I was like, oh, well, girl, of course. You said, no, sis, of the Disney show. I said, oh, I'm old.
Right? Now, Big Daddy, an awesome, amazing flick. But no.
I dug back too far for that one.
I freaking love Scuba Steve! Damn you! When he says on Scuba Steve, honestly, an iconic scene. No.
You pulled it right. Scuba Steve.
I have movie quotes for days. You just never know when they're gonna come out. It's just all movie quotes always. But yes, Big Daddy is 20 years old. That's what the Hollyscoop had just said, and now I literally. Wow. We're going to have to bust out the shambong a little earlier than normal on that one. But yes, 15
right here with you, girl. She right down here, girl. Just pull the alarm, girl. Sound the alarm, girl.
We'll wait after this. When we get to Vanessa Hudgens, which is next, we'll pull out the shambong. But Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, 15 years old. Dylan posted a really emotional Instagram post about it. He talked about how they started the show when they were 11, and that during that time they went through some difficult stuff, but the show saved their lives. He then went on to thank everyone who is a part of the show and those who still watch it for a sense of nostalgia.
Yo, you know what's crazy? They wanted to give them another spinoff, the Sprouse twins, and I guess like they went in with their own idea to the Disney offices. They were like, oh, this is where we see Zach and Cody going, I guess, like into high school, etc. And I think they did an interview where they said the Disney execs laughed in their faces and they dipped. Like the second they were like not taken seriously after carrying like those two shows, they like, as you would say, put the kibosh on it. And they, I think that is so interesting because something similar happened with Hilary Duff. What's going on at Disney? Why don't you see value in your people after 3 seasons? They normally the big shows they get like 3 seasons and it's like, and I think it's crazy.
It's almost they don't value like the act. Well, and I don't know. This is just speculation, not confirmation, but almost that they don't like value the actors coming forward and trying to take on a different role. It's almost comes off as just like you are supposed to be Zach and Cody, you be Zach and Cody. Like, we're not doing Zach and Cody's directorial debut. Like, we're doing Zach and Cody. And you're right, because they had Sweet Life, then they had the one where they were on... Yeah, and then that was it. But then they also did take a break because they decided they wanted to go to college. And remember, they went to NYU, I believe, and just had a very normal college experience. One of them even had, like, nude photos leaked. Do you remember that?
Girl, yes. One of my friends used to hang out with one of them when he was in college, and I said, and some of these stories, I said, oh, okay.
Had some new photos, took a break, then they came back to Hollywood, and obviously now we know Cole's on Riverdale, Dylan's doing movies, he's dating Barbara Palvin, which gorgeous couple, by the way. I feel like, do you think people like Dylan or Cole better? I feel like Dylan's kind of the underrated twin.
I think that people still to this day can't even tell them apart, so they don't care. To be completely transparent and honest. This ain't no Tia and Tamara where one got a mole and one don't. They look very similar, and I don't think people care enough to tell them apart. Just being honest from my point of view. Yeah. Absolutely. People
Wow,
are not like Cole Sprouse and Dylan Sprouse. They're like the Sprouse twins. And we like
that's
Mary
true.
Kate and Ashley. You're not thinking Ashley Olsen. You're going Mary Kate and Ashley. Like it's one word.
That's true. That is true. Wow. TBT, I should watch some of those movies this weekend while I'm inside.
Oh.
You remember, what was the one where they went on the Bahamas vacation and they stayed in the Atlantis?
The Sprouse twins?
No,
Or
Mary
the
Kate
Olsen
and Ashley.
twins? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm like, girl, what you talking about? Because
What
mine
was
was
it?
Bubble Bubble Toil and Trouble, girl.
No, there's one where they are, like, they go to the Bahamas and they stay at the Atlantis, and it
Is
looks
it?
amazing.
Was this a Mary
Anyone?
Kate and Ashley movie or was it Mary Kate and Ashley Detective Agency? 'Cause
No,
there
it was
It
movie.
was movie?
And also,
I,
Holiday in the Sun, Sandy Mosher. Sandy's Got Me. Holiday in the
wait. Let me refresh.
Sun. That's what it's called. Yes, thank you. And also the one where they're in Paris and they meet that guy and he's like, boom.
Oh, I know that one, girl. I know that one.
Oh my God.
I was such a Mary Kate and Ashley stand. That's so pathetic. But I'm about to get into that today.
Can I
Casting today by Mary Kate.
Yes. Okay, let's do that after this. T-Tribe.
Okay.
Also, watch your favorite Mary Kate and Ashley movie. Thank you, everyone, for telling me. But one quick Mary Kate and Ashley story before we move on. So when I was younger, I had literally long hair, if you can believe it, like almost down to my butt. I'm talking like kindergarten. Okay, long hair. I would have my mom braid it every day because little kids would want to come play with it, and I just like could not have it. I was like, I don't know where your dirty hands have been. I cannot have your dirty hands in my hair. But the first time I cut it like Mary Kate and Ashley. Remember when they kind of had that like bob
Yes.
thing going on?
Mm-hmm. You had the Olsen Bob.
That was my first haircut. And I like when I cut it short, and I will never forget. I thought that I was just a literal celebrity walking out of that salon with my short hair.
I would have felt like that too. But
Mhm.
man, if I could have had a Mary Kate and Ashley Bob at that age, I certainly would have had one. I guarantee my parents would have been like, actually, what's going on here? But I would have been walking into Catholic school, the most confident sis on the block. Absolutely.
Absolutely, of course. I love that everyone's talking about it. Yes. Okay, let's move on and talk Passport to Paris. Thank you, Alyssa. That's what that movie I'm talking about was.
I remember that one.
That was a good one. Okay, let's talk about Vanessa Hudgens, you guys. We have a little update on the whole situation. Remember, beginning of the week, went Instagram Live, made some horrendous insensitive comments about coronavirus, saying that she doesn't understand why we need to be quarantined for a long time. People dying is inevitable. Bad. Then she apologized on Instagram Live. We kind of felt like it was I'm apologizing because I have to, because there was outrage. That's how we felt. Now we have an update. New report from Hollywood Life. Vanessa still feels terrible for her comments that she made about coronavirus, and she knows that she has to do damage control. The source said that Vanessa hates how her rant took such life on the internet, and she plans on doing damage control, and she's reportedly not doing it, quote, just to do it. She's using this as a learning experience. She knows that she has a platform on social media and that her words have power, and she needs to choose them carefully. Duh. And then she's already doing this in her mind. She changed her Instagram bio to say, stay in, don't go out, let's get through this together.
Okay, here's how I feel today. I was very aggressively annoyed with her because it's like I felt like she was like messing up, and it was like her time to sort of like step out and have positive attention after Austin Butler. Right now, I just sort of feel like I wish she would take a page out of Ashley Tisdale's book, because her and Ashley Tisdale, they're very close. They even had a show on E! That ran for like a few episodes and it flopped years ago. Ain't no one cared. But Ashley Tisdale, what I like about her is she's very relatable in the way that she's just chilling. She puts up her little TikToks, she tweets funny things, and she goes away. I wish that Vanessa could do the same thing. Or if she wanted to be productive, do you remember the show Even Stevens, Madison?
Yes.
With Christy Carlson Romano? So
Yes.
Christy Carlson Romano is a YouTuber now. And she has her cooking channel where she has like all the old Disney Channel stars come on.
You showed me this before.
Probably.
Yeah,
She needs to do something like that.
Why do I know that she has a YouTube channel? Oh, the only person who would know is because of you.
Yeah. She needs to do something like that, where she can sort of like get reacquainted with her audience, I think.
I agree. I guess for me, I always find it such a cop-out when celebrities are like, I didn't realize that my words carry so much weight. I'm like, you're a mother effing celebrity. Like, Vanessa Hudgens, you are a Disney icon. I'm sorry. You are a part of High School Musical. We stan you. People worship you. Like, you are Gabriella. How do you not know your words carry so much weight? it's just mind-boggling to me, and I agree. I mean, she definitely needs to do more than just be more mindful on social media. I feel like that's not a good enough damage control plan, and I think she needs to do something a little more like what you're saying, like lean into the Disney thing, really just be like, I'm hanging out, we're gonna make this the best that we can. I've said some dumb stuff, but now let's make this quarantine the best one yet, and just keep it pushing.
Madison, do we have 2 minutes to address something real quick? Not in a like crazy rant way, but
yeah.
I just see a comment and I forgot to mention this to you to put it on the docket. Okay, real quick, because I see you, Laura. Laura says, did you see Ariana last night on Instagram Live? Now, I did not see the whole live, Laura Goldie. For those of y'all that are asking, Ariana Grande went on live and she was just like being real peaceful and fun. She had a couple glasses of wine. Something that we all picked up on was that we know that allegedly Ariana and Lady Gaga have a song coming out, and allegedly the song is called Rain on Me. Now, what people are picking up on was in the story, she's talking to someone. I want to say maybe it's even Mikey from Social House. I barely know what he looks like, but she was talking to someone on the Instagram Live, and she had said something like, it's raining on me. And then it was like, ... rain on me though. And then the video like cuts. And I said, now why would she do that? And then I said, well, she had a couple glasses of wine. She was feeling herself. So, I mean, either Ariana is playing into the rumors just to get us riled up, or her and Lady Gaga definitely have a song, and my wig is already lifting up. You can the full lace. So yeah, Laura, I saw a little bit to answer your question.
I do think that they actually have the song together. I actually think it's happening. I don't know why. I know Lady Gaga made some comments about having conversations with Ariana Grande during her Paper Magazine interview, and I feel like it's happening. I feel like Ariana will not just troll, and I feel like that was her letting it slip maybe a little bit, and probably because she got to have a few glasses of wine, she's like, what the hell? What's the worst that's gonna happen if I let this slip? Like, nothing other than us getting excited. And honestly, we need as much joy as possible right now, so shout out to Ariana. We needed it.
I'm ready, Madison. My wig. That's all I have to say is my wig. Just toss her to the wolves. Just toss her, because she's already lifting. You know what I mean? She's levitating off of my scalp.
No, absolutely. Actually, a lot of your fave celebs have been going Instagram Live, which has been amazing. Kelsey Ballerini and Halsey went live last night. I tuned into a little bit about that. Had no idea that they're best friends. Would never put those two together. Best friends, talking about women's empowerment. Kelsey sang. Like, honestly, like, celebs, most of them are turning out and really, really doing everything they can with their platform to try to make this as positive for their fans as they can. So, shout out to them.
They know the people go stir crazy, girl.
I want to shout out Fessy. Feel the only Disney shows that has more than 3 seasons was Boy Meets World, and that was awesome. Passport and Paris Olsen Twins, yes. Love Boy Meets World. I rewatched that as soon as I could once I got Disney Plus, and then I see everyone talking about Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande. Everyone is ready and excited. Mr. Makeshift said their collab is a bop. Yes. Ooh. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about Cardi B.
Ooh.
So instead of taking the royalties for herself off of her coronavirus remix, you know how she had that rant about coronavirus saying that she's really scared. A DJ remixed it, turned it into a song. It was charting on iTunes. So her and this DJ have now agreed that they want to donate the money that's made off the song to families affected, obviously, by this pandemic. Cardi tweeted that, well, sometimes it does take a bit to get the money. Once they do, they'll donate it. And she said that she knows people will still need financial help even when all of this does slow down. So honestly, I feel like that's a good thing.
Yeah, fantastic. Donate the money. It was something that, it's not like she went into the booth like, I'm going to make this. So, I mean, if it just happened by chance, we're in the middle of a pandemic, why not show some love to people that potentially support your music? I'm here for it.
No, absolutely. I feel like this was important because remember whenever he made it and it did start to chart on iTunes, she posted and she was like, where's my royalties? I want my royalties. And I think everyone was kind of like, okay, Cardi. And so I think that this is also just a little bit of good press to be like, oh, well, I just wanted the royalties so we could donate them.
That was a good move and a smart move on her part. If you ain't gonna give us no music, you better give us some money.
That sounds like something you would whisper and suggest.
Okay, I said, listen, now you done tweeted out you want this coin. Now you need to say, I want this coin, ... because I'm gonna give it to some people.
Also, yes, Olivia said, I love that. Good job, Cardi. Absolutely. I think we're okay. People are saying,
We're
what
fine.
happened?
We're fine.
I
I
think
see it. We're
I think
back.
we're all right. We
Yeah.
good? Okay. I was just making sure because I think something happened for a second, but we're back. We're all
Yes,
right.
ma'am.
Okay. Let's go ahead and open our chambons.
Oop.
Our champagnes. I don't know what I mean by opening our chambons because then we're going to get into car dinner tea time, you guys. And then we're going to get into the Selena Gomez news. So if you're ready for car dinners, let us know. And then we're going to get into the Selena and the Weeknd. And everyone, yes, get your Shambong Dave's, your Dave chants going in the
Shambong Dave. Shambong Dave.
Shambong Dave. Shambong Dave. We're here. Oh, Wesley said are Cardi's ghostwriters in quarantine as well.
Maybe. You never know. They've been around lately.
You never know. Okay.
Well, I think Cardi's ghostwriter, his name is Partisan, I believe. I think he's dating a rapper named Cash Doll, or maybe they broke up already. I haven't really been following that
Oh,
story.
I know who Cash Doll is because of you.
Yeah. I gotta untwist mine, girl. Y'all see this? This mess?
Whoa! I did it!
Now, Madison, how I do this? I just like flick it off with the thumb, girl?
Just twist. You can just twist it off. Yeah, and it'll pop up. Loosen her up. There you go. Loosen it. There we go. Dude, you did it!
Yeah.
You did it! Yay! I'm so proud of you!
Look at that. Oh, wait. Good job. All right.
Okay. Courtney, I'm sorry I didn't send you a shambong before we had this conversation. But don't worry, Mama Hill is already very concerned that you don't have your own shambong, so just that will be taken care of.
Madison.
Oh wait, actually, I don't know. I need to take a picture of my workspace because it is wild. Okay, cheers to Car Jenners and the Tea Tribe for virtual Shambong Friday. Here we go.
Okay. Oh, we're drinking already. Ooh.
Yeah, I figured we might as well. Right? We got nothing to lose.
Wow. Barefoot, you got me ready to take my socks off right now, girl.
If you guys have your own shambongs or your libations, Courtney and I tell you, it doesn't matter what time of day it is, it's always okay to have a little sip. No matter what. Okay, now we're going to get into this Kim, Kylie, and Tristan news. So turn your volumes down for...
Car Jenner Tea Time! Hello to everyone in my living room.
Hello. Okay, first, you guys, we're going to talk about Kim. She recently tweeted about the difficulty she's having with social distancing from her family. She tweeted, quote, saying, I was organizing my photos in my phone and found this and missed my sisters, but we are all social distancing and staying away from each other separately, self-quarantined. It's hard, but we have to do this for our safety and for everyone else's. Why are you giggling?
Madison, I am so sorry. The effects over Car Jenner Tea Time.
I missed it.
You did not legend. Did you miss it? It looked like
Leo just changed the colors. Everyone is living for this. Yes, you did.
I'm sorry, y'all.
That was hilarious.
That just blew my mind. I'm sorry, Madison. I was so distracted. I can't wait to watch my reaction.
No, honestly, all we need to know is Kim is struggling social distancing from her sisters.
Kim, you're already wiping down all the gifts anyway. It does not matter. Shut the door, go into one of your fridges, and
Exactly. Okay, let's move on and talk about Kylie. So Kylie Jenner responded to the Surgeon General calling her out. Remember, we talked about this yesterday. Surgeon General went on GMA and was like, people like Kylie Jenner need to be telling their young followers, that this is serious and they need to stay inside. So she actually talked like face to face with her followers saying, I heard what the Surgeon General said. I was inspired by him calling me out. And she said she just wanted to remind people to take this seriously. She called out millennials and reminding them that they're not immune to this because a lot of young people, the reason why they're still out, they're still young people in, spring break, acting a fool, which, by the way, a lot of those people are Gen Z and not millennials.
Oh my God, Madison, get out of my head, because I was waiting for you to take that breath so I could cruise right on in and be like, why are y'all calling us out like millennials are the ones at the beach? Because everyone I see is like 21, 22, 23. So I don't really know what y'all are talking about because it's like people that's like my brother's age and older that are like worried about their spring break. I said, sis, y'all gonna be dead. Y'all don't gotta worry about no spring break if you don't stay in the house. So I don't really understand why people are calling millennials out because the millennials use the internet and they read the news and they say, okay, well, I'm gonna stay home because that's what makes sense. Gen Zers are like, but girl, we're trying to go to the beach, girl. We're trying to have our Starships moment. And I'm like, girl, it'll be your last blast off if you don't stay in the house.
No, I saw a meme that was like, please stop saying millennials don't care about coronavirus. That's Gen Z. Millennials are lecturing their parents about how they need to stay inside and it's not faith over fear. I'm like,
I put that on my Instagram story.
literally though. Was that on your Instagram story?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Like, that was so true.
It is, Madison. I'm like, why do I keep seeing the word millennial thrown around with like the coronavirus? I'm like, because last time I checked, me and all my friends have been talking to each other nonstop because we are in the house.
Raven just said, for real, thank you. The millennials are on top of their ish. Exactly. Okay. She also gave people ideas on what to do while in quarantine because when she was pregnant with Stormy, she said she literally didn't leave her house for months and she wouldn't even go outside because she would hear helicopters flying around above her house, aka the paparazzi just like trying to get a picture of her. So she literally wouldn't even step outside, which is wild to me because the most valuable thing I have during this quarantine is going out on my balcony and doing workouts for 30 minutes a day. So I can't imagine Kylie not even being able to do that. Also, let's be honest, she has like a whole yard, a pool, and everything. My little 8x8 balcony is just giving me what I need right now. But she suggested...
I was to take baths.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay, Kylie.
Yep, she'd do spa days for herself, watch new shows, read
like
new
Westworld.
Yes. And
I said, oh, Kylie, I was about to start Westworld yesterday, girl.
Same. I was like, wait, why is Kylie? I'm like, oh my god, I totally get why the Surgeon General called her out. Kylie Jenner says Westworld, and now I want to watch Westworld.
I said, what in the world? I said, what kind of influence? Just because I was like, now watch the numbers for Westworld, like, go through the roof. We're going to see, like, an article, like, Kylie's impact on Westworld. Like, watch.
Did you ever watch the movie Josie and the Pussycat Dolls? Where they put the subliminal messages in the music, so when you hear it, it's like, Coca-Cola! You want Coca-Cola! Like, that's literally how I feel like with Kylie. She's like, I'm watching Westworld, and like something in our brains is like, Westworld! We must watch
That sounds interesting all of a sudden.
Right. It just made me think of that. We should add that to our list. I'll put together like a fun little like throwback movies list to watch for the Tea Tribe or something. In addition to your playlist that you added.
Yes, ma'am. Please include House Arrest starring Jamie Lee Curtis.
I will.
That's a film.
Courtney is adding new songs to the quarantine.
Courtney's quarantine tunes has already been updated this morning. So I put all the info for that on the Hollyscoop Instagram story and also on the Hollyscoop YouTube story. So you can find out all of the information about that in those places and get into the quarantine tunes.
Perfect. Okay, last part of Car Dinner Tea Time before we get into the Selena Gomez news. So if you guys are ready for Selena news, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Go ahead and start getting your emojis in the chat. So Tristan Thompson posted on his Instagram. He said he doesn't know what day of quarantine he's on, but it appears that he's being quarantined by himself. Okay. Do you think that he's actually alone, or do you think he's with True and Chloe? I just want to know your theory.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was. Maybe that's why Kim don't want him around. Like, want the sisters around, because they're around Tristan. You just never know. I just wouldn't be surprised.
Right. I agree. I think the only reason why he might be by himself is because the NBA has had a huge outbreak amongst players where maybe, Chloe wouldn't want True mixed up in that situation. But I don't know. I kind of feel like they might all be together still.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, at this point, it's like, I still feel like, what are you waiting for? Like, what is going to happen, Madison? Like, the coronavirus is going to slow down, the media is going to start to go back to normal, and the first thing we're going to find out about is Tristan and Chloe, and the new trailer for Kardashians, and here's a digital series, and buy more lip stuff from Kylie, because everyone's going to be trying to recover money. Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly. That's how I feel. Or we're going to get a report that's like, how being, like, stuck inside brought Chloe and Tristan closer together. It's coming, y'all. And when that happens, I'm gonna pull up this little Skype corn tea edition and be like,
Yes.
Courtney and I said this on March 20th at 9:25 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We told y'all it was happening. Okay, let's
It's
move
all
on
an
and get into the Selena Gomez news, you guys. So fans think that The Weeknd has a Selena Gomez Easter egg in his song Save Your Tears. And it comes in the very first line, in the very first verse. He says, I saw you dancing in a crowded room. We all know one of the best songs on Rare, one of my own personal favorites,
Maybe it's
is Crowded Room.
Man, yeah.
Thank you.
Imagine if they wrote that song together. And we just don't know, and he didn't want any songwriting like royalties, and like that's why he put that there. Not just a speculation, not confirmation. That is all it is. I'm just saying that would have been like what a cute connection. Not cute, but like
that would
what
be
a connection.
Wild.
Like what if that was like their idea they came up with, and she moved forward without him, or maybe he was supposed to be on the song at some point when it was in its early stages, and then they decided to not do it that way.
And this was like his little like ode to himself, like I helped write the song.
Yeah, maybe. You never know. That's just speculation.
That is a speculation. I feel like that might be the only way that this could be a Selena Gomez Easter egg, because I feel like, yes, while Selena did make a song called Crowded Room that is an absolute, just amazing hit, I'm not fully convinced that this is an exclusive Selena Gomez Easter egg.
Nah.
But I can see what Courtney's saying, and honestly, I would believe it.
It's fun to think about.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you have to think, Madison, how many, what is it? It's like how many conversations in music and songs do we miss? You know what I mean? What if, let's just say, for example, what if Taylor wrote a song about Harry and Harry wrote a song about Taylor, and it's their most popular songs, and we're so caught up in the fact that they're good songs and they're so general that we all can relate, but it really could be like Harry's response to Taylor's song or Taylor's response to Harry's song, because only they know what their relationship was like. Just an example. But like, you get what I'm saying, y'all?
Oh, absolutely. The possibility is definitely there. I wanted shout out Amy. Love you guys. You're bringing a lot of quarantine relief to people. Could you please shout out to my daughter, Abigail? Today is her 14th birthday. Thank you, Shambong Dave. Hit it, Leo, Maddison and Courtney. Oh my God. Happy birthday, Abigail.
Happy birthday to Abigail. Birthday to Abigail. Birthday to Abigail. It's Miss Abigail. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Also, real quick, I want to shout out Vicky. I don't know if you already discussed it because I just tuned in, but did you guys see Evangeline Lilly's ignorant post about the COVID-19 virus? Yes. I saw a headline about it. I did not see the post, but essentially, from what I saw, Evangeline Lilly was saying that she doesn't believe this is real and that we shouldn't be taking it seriously. And the reason why we didn't talk about it is because I think that is so absurd, and that message does not need to be promoted anywhere.
Well, maybe she should go out and lick some doorknobs and see what happens.
Have you seen that TikTok of that girl who looks like every girl we see on Instagram licking the toilet seat on a plane?
She needs to go to jail. Like, she needs prison. Absolutely. Yes, ma'am. And I meant that, y'all. She needs to go, like, lock her up. Clank, clank. Yes, ma'am. Intake.
I was just doing the action for the clink clink. That is a very minuscule Real Housewives of New Jersey reference. Only true fans will know when Kim D was talking to Teresa Giudice and said clink clink biatch. And I love that Courtney has adapted it. It's amazing.
Oh, yes,
also,
girl.
real quick, other thing about The Weeknd, he did have several Bella Hadid references on his album as a whole. So in his song Escape from LA, he sings, quote, "She got chrome hearts hanging around her neck." Apparently, that's the streetwear brand that Bella has done several collabs with. And a lot of people were just tweeting The Weeknd saying they feel like he's in a lot of pain and he got it all out on this album.
Well, that's good, to be honest. I wish that more celebrities that are going through things, if they are musically inclined or even if they're not, they would find like an outlet creatively to sort of put it out there, like whether we get to hear it or see it or not. Like, we know that Beyonce's like an awesome painter, You know what I mean? But she's
Mm-hmm.
Beyonce. You know, if she ever has anything going on in her life, I would hope that one, she has a good therapist and she has a great canvas for her to just like let that out and express that. So like I love that for the weekend that he's found
No,
that outlet and it's profitable for him.
exactly. I agree. I feel like all of the weekend stuff, like you were saying, is kind of in this same genre, and so
Mhm.
I think it's amazing. And I know he posted. I saw someone say he posted asking what everyone's favorite song is. To be honest, I haven't been able to listen to it in its entirety, so I can't answer yet. But Courtney, you said you listened to a couple things, right?
Yeah, and I don't have a favorite. I promise you that. Not yet. I need to sit with her for a moment and really like, oh, okay, this is it. Okay, this is it. But
Mm-hmm.
if I don't have that moment, then for the fans. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? If it's not for me, it's definitely for a fan somewhere, and that's
Exactly.
why he makes music.
Exactly. Okay, let's go ahead. We're gonna do one last shambong, and then
You
you
ain't
guys
gotta tell me twice, Gert.
can ask us a question and we will answer. We'll do one more just because I mean we always do more than one shambong, so I feel like it would be illegal to not do more than one while we're on the morning tea. Quarantine edition, TNN.
Quarantine,
So if you
the
guys have any
quarantine
questions,
live.
go ahead and let us know now while Courtney and I cheers. Cheers to the Tea Tribe and you guys surviving this first week. Cheers, y'all. We did
Yeah.
it. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Okay, let us see. Pour it. Okay, Jessica wants to know favorite pastime during quarantine.
Um, not answering the phone. I'm not even on front. Not answering the phone.
I think for me, which is so okay, I have two things. One, I've loved going outside every day for a little bit and doing a
Mhm.
little workout, which normally I would never think I would say that in my life. And then my second thing is group FaceTime. Group
Yeah.
FaceTime and the app house party, like being able to still talk with my family and friends and like a lighthearted way has been so amazing. Then the last question,
Wait, I wanna pick one.
oh, pick one, pick one. Can you? I didn't know if you could
um,
see the chat.
and also I want you to answer this question as well. So Donnelly is saying, Courtney, I started a YouTube channel. What's your advice? And Madison, I feel like you're also a YouTuber because we do this. So when it comes to going live, you take live end, and I'll take,
Okay,
created content that's edited. What is your advice for
I
live
think
streaming if she decides to do that?
my advice for live streaming would be your genuine self. Because if
Mhm.
you try to be inauthentic, if you're trying to be what you think people want you to be, on a live, people will smell it out and they will not
Yeah.
want to watch you. And I think, honestly, well, for some people they struggle with that, it's been a blessing for Courtney and I because we never had enough time in 10 minutes for Daily Rewind for you guys to actually get to know us. So this
Yeah.
live has been so beneficial that you guys are actually getting to know how we are because how we are when we talk to y'all is exactly how we are when you talk when our friends talk to us.
Yeah.
So it's literally the same. So my thing would be just be your genuine self. If you try to be what you think others want, it's never gonna work.
It's never gonna work. What I would say for edited content, Donnelly, is to piggyback a little bit off of what Madison said. You want to be your most genuine self. At the start, 9 times out of 10, you might want to start YouTube because you love someone else and you feel like I could do that. So if you emulate that person in the start, it's fine. But just know that when you start to feel like this is boring, that is when your own style will develop and people, like Madison said, will start to get to know you and they will enjoy your content. And click subscribe, which by the way, you can subscribe to my channel too because I might upload or I might stream too. I might.
Yeah,
I'm feeling
I
good.
love it.
So do
I
that
love it.
for
I
you.
love it. I love it. All right, you guys, that is all the time we have. We are going to have a moments of the week for you guys tomorrow, so make sure to please look out for that. We're gonna Hit It Leo's gonna do some magic, and we're gonna make sure we got one for you guys. So make sure to tune into that tomorrow. We'll also have a video coming up on Sunday. Something to just kind of make it a little less terrible that the Kids' Choice Awards were canceled. We're going to go through some iconic moments, so we'll have that for you guys on Sunday. And then you guys will be back on Monday, 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Make sure you guys tune in. Make sure you guys are sharing about the morning tea. Make sure you're following us on social media. We got Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And don't forget to show Shambong Dave some Instagram love. If you've been watching his Instagram stories, he needs some interaction from the Tea Tribe, so go give him some love. And then don't forget to show Hit It Leo lots of love too, because he's the whole reason we're able to do this. So make
Thank
sure to
you, Leo.
literally.
Thank
And we'll
you.
see you guys on Monday. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye. Now, wash your hands, Leo. That was the ASMR.
Oh, I love